Alright, if you've read the title and seen the thumbnail, you already know what this video is about. That's right, we're diving deep into something that's been on my mind, and probably yours too. NEL Isagi. More specifically, whether it's time for a full rework, or at least a well-deserved refresh. And before we even get into let me address what some of you are probably already typing out in the comments. But Isagi's still decent. Why are you asking for a rework? Trust me, I get it. I remember when NEL Isagi dropped and completely shook the meta. He was that guy. But the truth is, in Blue Lock Rivals, reworks have this weird reputation. People hear rework and automatically think overpowered. But that's not what reworks should be about. A proper rework should mean balance, making a style more relevant, more playable, and most importantly, more fun. Let's be honest here. I play this game for hours every single day, and over the past week I've only seen one person use NEL Isagi in a match. He's practically disappeared from the meta. So even if he's not completely unplayable, the lack of visibility in actual games speaks volumes. I'd bet anything his pick rate is the lowest of any world-class style right now. And what really hits hard? I'm seeing more people run Loki than NEL Isagi. And Loki is almost impossible to pull. That alone tells you something. Plus, NEL Isagi is the only world-class style in the entire game that still doesn't have his own flow. No signature flow, no unique passive, nothing. That's wild when you think about how central flows are to this game's identity. Before I go any further, if you've made it this far and you enjoy this kind of breakdown or want to support the channel, it would mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button. We're pushing for 50,000, and your support genuinely helps me keep doing what I love. Alright, let's keep going. Let's get into why NEL Isagi just isn't it anymore. First off, competition. There are just too many better alternatives, even ones with a lower tier. NL Reo is dominating, King Baru is still insane, and the newly buffed Yukimiya has made a real comeback. Aiku, even after his nerf, is still more functional than NEL Isagi. His shot power is higher, he has better movement options, and even his territory, nerfed or not, offers more utility. Now let's break down his moves. Metavision. This was supposed to be his big thing, right? But honestly, it ends up being more of a liability than a strength. Sure, it helps you get to loose balls quicker, but the blinding white visual effect makes it hard to see what's happening. It's flashy, but not practical, and unlike Sei's version, which is subtle and barely noticeable unless you're really paying attention, Isagi's is loud and in your face. It even alerts opponents that you're using it because of that huge glowing dome. Then you've got his dash. It's decent, I'll give it that. Probably the most useful part of his current kit. But then comes the direct shot. It's limited. You can't control the power or direction the way you'd want to. The lefty shot that used to be a threat? Nerfed into the ground. I'm not saying bring back the busted version, just give it a bit more edge. Something that actually throws off defenders. Now let's look at the Awakening. Isagi's Awakening includes 3 separate shot-based moves, 2 with cutscenes, and 1 where you steal the ball from a teammate to shoot immediately. It's flashy, sure, but compare that to what Kaiser, Rio, King, or even Nel Bachira can do in their Awakenings, and it feels underwhelming. Those other Awakenings not only look better, but they function better too. This is why I think he needs a proper refresh, and not just for the sake of visuals or nostalgia. He needs moves that reflect his adaptability, his football IQ, and his ability to turn nothing into something. And I came across a rework concept from the official Discord that absolutely nails it. Move 1. Direct shot. Shot power boosted by 10%, and now it's aimable, giving players a much-needed layer of control. During the animation, lefty shoot pops up, allowing Isagi to reverse the direction of the shot at the last second. It's a clever way to confuse the goalkeeper and adds a high-risk, high-reward element that rewards good timing. Move 2. Diagonal Instinct Dash. This dash isn't your typical straight-line burst. Isagi first fakes left, then right, and finally dashes forward, making it unpredictable and hard to counter. And if you're positioned near an airborne ball post dash, you get access to direct volley, a souped-up version of the first move. That's 2 layers of utility baked into one action. Move 3. Metavision. Keep the core idea, but let's tone down the brightness so you can actually use it without getting flashbanged. It should feel empowering, not disorienting. Second variant of his third move, Snatch. This is where the genius of adaptability kicks in. If Isagi is close to a passed ball, Metavision morphs into Snatch. He intercepts the ball, even from his own teammate. It's a cheeky mechanic, but totally in character, especially referencing the time he blocked Lorenzo's pass to Baru. Awakening, where NEL Isagi says, "I am the genius of adaptability, Isagi Yoshi." Let's make this one count. Twin Gun Volley is the centerpiece, and it needs a full visual rework. New VFX, better animations, something worthy of a genius-level awakening. Flow, Demon King, world class. This flow buffs your movement speed by 10%, makes your volleys hit 40% harder, enhances pass strength, and gives you a 20% larger possession hitbox. And with the passive, you'll literally see where the ball will land via a glowing yellow indicator. It's tactical vision made tangible, and it suits Isagi's cerebral style perfectly. Now tell me, that doesn't sound like a style you'd want to run again. But even with a perfect concept, we have to be realistic. It's probably not coming soon. Based on the schedule, the next couple of weeks are going to be all about NEL Nagi and his McNagi event. After that, we'll probably see Yukimiya's rework, then maybe Summer Update Part 2 or a QOL update. Rin's animation changes still need to happen, and both Shadou and Charles are overdue for their moment. Actually, let's talk about Shadou. I'm honestly shocked he wasn't even mentioned in the recent QOL list. He's one of the most iconic characters in Blue Lock, and right now, his in-game version doesn't reflect that. He deserves a full rework, not just some minor stat tweak. And considering how Charles and Shadou are often treated as a pair in the story, it would be the perfect opportunity to revamp them together. Give Charles a brand new style, refresh Shadou's core mechanics, and drop them as a duo update. It would shake things up big time. And remember what I said earlier, NEL Isagi is still the only world-class style without a flow. So here's a second concept from the community for what his flow could be. So his new flow will be adaptability. And the visual design based on Isagi's awakening form? Let's go to the buffs. Firstly, the user will have a plus 30 to 50% movement speed, depending on rarity, minus 25% stamina consumption, also a minus 10 to 15% cooldowns, and lastly, plus 20% flow boost to all teammates. And also the passive predicts shot trajectory and reveals all player styles. It's such a solid design, one that stays true to Isagi's core theme, being the glue of the team, adapting in real time, and elevating everyone's gameplay. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think this kind of rework is what NEL Isagi needs? Would you prefer a full overhaul or just a light touch-up to modernize him a bit? And how would you feel if this doesn't happen until late fall, or maybe not even this year? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Share your own move ideas or flow concepts if you've got them. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more update predictions, style breakdowns, and concept discussions, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting started, and with your help, we'll hit 50,000 in no time. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.